Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Derrick Pierce, and to my right, which would be your left, is...
I am SD Special Delivery Jones today. It's Black History Month, Phil, y'all. Still Black History Month.
Is it?
Yes. See, I'm trying to get it more obscure. You know, wonderful producer, I have no audio on my headset.
Yeah, I have no audio either.
This is Head-Ho.
I'm assuming that's going to be a clerical or technical error.
Technical error. Okay,
Yeah,
well, as long as you're hearing us and it's recording, we should be fine, I guess.
No, I like to hear myself, but that's because I'm slightly a narcissist,
Yeah,
and I want to hear myself because...
And I have some volume.
That's what it is.
Some volume.
I don't know. Anyway, so our show today is going to be dedicated to the follow-up
of Valentine's Day. Yes. Wait. Before we go any further, y'all like the shiny logo? Look at that shit. It's fresh, huh? That shit is fresh.
I feel like we could lighten the screen up a little bit.
Oh, and then always.
Yeah, I'm never going to be completely
We're working
happy
on it. You know, D's always Mr. Micromanage everything.
I'm not micromanaging.
No, you're right.
I could just be a little happier. That's all. So here's what happened. What happened was we're post
Valentine's Day.
Thank you. And I was speaking to Kip earlier today about maybe talking about dating sites today. And Kip told me that he recently has made a couple of accounts.
I'm in the game. I'm in it to win it now. You understand? Like I got me a Tinder account. I jumped into what's the other shit? Bumble. I got that shit cracking. Oh yeah, I'm in the game. I'm in the game for real. And it's interesting because like the process of creating these accounts is it's almost like a commercial for yourself.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Right.
And the reason why I thought it was interesting is because in one of the chapters of my book, The Bad Boy's Guide to Being a Good Man by Derrick Pierce, Volume 1 is now available on Amazon.
One more time, D.
The Bad Boy's Guide to Being a Good Man by Derrick Pierce. It's also available on Amazon.
That boy is an author. He doesn't only.
I be learned good.
He's an author.
Yeah, technically I'm an author.
Yeah.
Like I don't consider myself a writer, but I write.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Put some shit down on paper.
Put some shit down.
I actually wrote
Ideas.
it. Like it wasn't somebody else that was like, hey, do you want to put your name on this? No, like I fucking wrote it. I had a friend of mine who helped edit, and she basically kind of proofed all my stuff, but I wrote it.
Next time I'll do the editing and proofing for you.
God, anyway,
I'm great.
Speaking of editing and proofing things, I wrote about this in the book for this exact reason, is that in today's day and age, we have so much interaction online.
Yes.
And everything is basically at our fingertips at all times. And this is usually how we end up communicating with people that we do know.
Right.
So why wouldn't we use the same platform to communicate with people that we would like to know?
Yeah. But so here's my observation, right? Is that the desire to make connections is a human thing, right? We're hardwired to want to be with people, right?
Sure.
But the problem with online dating, this is just my opinion, is that shit is kind of like people shopping.
100%.
That shit is like,
but dating in
window
general
shopping
is
for people.
Shopping.
It's a little bit different, right? Because think about it like this: we live in the scroll, the swipe, right?
Called swipe left, swipe right.
Swipe left, swipe life. Like this, that's the time and the era, right? So why the fuck is this person special when I can just swipe and find another bitch? Like realistically. This
bitch,
picture is whatever, man. You know what I'll talk. Look, like you bitches ain't offended, are you? I'm just saying. If
you're the bitch that's not offended, then go ahead and leave a comment below so we know you're that bitch.
Yeah. Look, bad bitches don't get offended that easy. I'm just saying.
Yes,
so the point I'm trying to make here is that like there's a million me's online, right? And there's a million you's online. So it's almost like people are disposable at this point. Nothing is special. Nothing is interested. Like you only peek a very small part of like what makes people attractive by just seeing the physical. Because like motherfuckers lie.
No. Say it isn't so.
Motherfuckers lie.
Like about what? What do you think guys lie about online?
Height, and guys lie about how tall they are. 100%.
You think so?
Dudes are gonna round up all the time.
Really?
Yeah. You know what?
So if they're 5'9", they'll say 6 feet tall.
Absolutely. And 5'9" and 6 feet is a big difference.
Yeah. Well,
5'9" is almost a little motherfucker. He's that close to being a little teeny tiny human. I'm just saying.
What else do guys lie about?
Guys lie. I think guys might lie about their weight. They might.
No, because there's not usually an area for weight.
Right, yeah, there's a weight on there. I know. I just filled out some shit. But
on what?
If there's not an area for Tinder and for what's the other shit I got?
Weight?
Bumble. Yeah, there's a weight. They want to know.
They might ask some like a body type.
Body type. Guys are gonna lie about the body type. They're gonna say they're muscular when they need to cut back on the fucking Girl Scout cookies. Just saying. It is Girl Scout cookie season, y'all. You know you munching. Don't lie.
Jay, our producer over there, was making this sign. I don't know if that means turn up the volume.
No, I think that means that guys lie about how much money they make. Right?
No, this?
No, I think that no. What else could you know what this is though, right? Y'all know what that is. All the dudes know what that is right there.
Y'all wouldn't understand.
Yeah, no, you don't have the physical equipment to understand what that means. Just you do not. But there's a thing that says profession, like what do you do for a living? And I guess a dude might exaggerate about the shit. I often don't even put.
You mean men exaggerate about what they do for a living and what their career orientation is?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And dudes are they can lie. They can do the physical lie thing. You know.
You mean like post pictures from a long time ago?
Post pictures from when they were 25. And now they're 45.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference between 25 and 45. Absolutely. But,
Kip, I just got to say, I feel that these men should be ashamed of themselves.
Yes.
Lying in their profiles. All of these women who are oh so honest with everything.
They're so honest.
Let me finish. Okay? Because
carry on, my brother.
I'm on something here, and I really I want to appeal to all of the women that have to deal with all of these profiles of these pathetic men who attempt to essentially defraud these women and give them something they think is a viable. It's not like women do that at all.
Absolutely not.
It's not like they maybe, I don't know, have a picture from a particular angle in order to cut their waist out of
their waist, or from the neck up all the time.
Or neck up. Or it's not like they use like Snapchat filters in order to smooth out everything on their face and then post it on there. You know what else is not
What else is on?
It's not like as though the girl you bring to bed who has what apparently are D breasts end up to be B breasts that are slightly heading south for the winter.
Yeah.
Or maybe having
like gravity doesn't exist.
Or maybe having some Spanx or something like that to hold everything in particular places that when you take it off, it clearly does not belong.
No, that doesn't happen ever.
And so these men should be fucking embarrassed.
They should be ashamed of yourself.
Maybe embellishing a tad bit as to their career option and opportunities.
What's a half inch on your height?
Clearly these women are as honest as the day is long, as though that they would ever post something like that's not their hair.
No, not their hair. They have those. What is an extension? Makeup. Visual lies.
You know what I mean?
Right? Visual dishonesty.
Or jeans that pull everything up.
Or bras that push your titties up and make them sit like you know.
I mentioned that.
Did you mention that?
I did mention
Okay.
That's okay, though.
Yeah.
We should mention it twice because it happens a lot.
It does happen a lot. Because
can you imagine? Listen, the fucking hypocrisy of a woman's profile and a man's profile. We are going to get into it because I'm on fucking soapbox for this one because so here's what happened for me, and I do want to hear about your profile because I want to know if what I say is true within the profile, because I try to help guys create a profile that's going to work for them.
Right.
And so one thing I noticed is what always tripped me out about a lot of women's profiles, and let me know if this happened to you. So in their introduction as to who they are, strong, or career-minded woman who's passionate about life. My kids mean everything to me. Nothing comes before my kids and my career. I'm putting all of those things first in my life, so I don't have a lot of time for dating and bullshit. I'm sorry. Why the fuck you on this goddamn app? What the fuck? If your child is your number one priority, which is totally fine,
which is a beautiful idea,
and you don't have time for everything else because your career is so demanding, then maybe you should shut down your fucking profile and get back to that life that you done built
and get back to that child that you're neglecting while you're spending time double tapping and shit.
Okay, that's just for starters.
I'm just saying.
Here's another one that I always love too as I look through these women profiles. You ever notice their hiking shot?
Yeah,
the hiking shot,
the out in nature shit.
Let me ask you a question. Number one, I get it. You're trying to personify this whole I'm adventurous. I don't sit indoors in front of a computer all day long. I understand. Hiking for you once every other month is probably something that you should be proud of and take tons and tons of pictures of it as though you don't do it all of the fucking time. My question,
you're a professional hiker.
My question is this. Why is the picture of you this fucking big and the mountain that you're trying to hike is this fucking big? Why do I have a panoramic shot of the mountain range or hiking trail that you're trying? Nobody gives a shit where you're fucking hiking. I give a shit what you look like. I'm looking for the shittiest picture you have posted.
Right.
And that's what you look like.
You know,
your worst picture that you post is your best day because you would never post a shitty picture of yourself on your profile.
Dita, it's amazing that you make that point because realistically, right, if I have access to all of these beautiful women, why the fuck are you special? Right? Especially since everyone is posting the best possible pictures of themselves ever, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, beautiful girl. It's really just a numbers game, right? And then these ladies actually get upset when dudes are thinking with their penises.
Even though you posted a bathroom selfie
Even though you posted a bathroom selfie shot of your big wonderful ass, like, bitch, are you serious?
Which they
Why
sat
are you upset?
on the countertop.
They sat on the countertop. They propped it up for you, right?
Lightly set it down.
Yeah. See, the problem with this is because there's millions of girls online. Then why should I give a fuck what you think? It's a numbers game. I'm gonna score. I just got to keep shooting. Right? You just got to keep shooting the shot. You're going to score sooner or later.
Here's another one. The next time you're looking at that bathroom selfie, why don't you take a look at what's on their fucking countertop?
Or
why don't you take a look at how clean their fucking mirror is?
Like, bitch,
you feel me?
Are you going to wash that mirror? Like, did you even think about that shit?
Like, eventually the splash from you brushing your teeth at 5 a.m.
ends up on the mirror, bitch.
Probably clean that shit up.
You see, the wildest...
But men aren't much better.
No, we're not.
Because I have consistently told men, stop taking shirtless selfies. I don't give a fuck how dope your body is. You can give suggestive stuff. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to go there with it unless it fits. Like, and I say that like as though like maybe you're a surfer and you legitimately surf. Not the one time in Hawaii when you were drunk as shit with 3 of your boys and you decided to try surfing for the first time.
Right.
Okay. But like so you happen to be on the beach. Like, I get that one. I'll give you that one. But in your bedroom, by the way, make your fucking bed. Okay, make your goddamn bed. Throw the sheets back. Get your bed out of the corner of the room. Don't have those are they clean or are they dirty pile of clothes on the edge of the bed and pillows halfway on the floor. And take your shoes out of the fucking shot.
I got Mad Jordan, so my shoes is gonna be in the shot.
Then they should be put away in a particular, application as to suit the background of the shot.
She gonna appreciate my sneaker collection.
Okay, so when I was doing these, I had a lot of time to peruse the profiles,
to browse.
Yes, and it was a really, really interesting activity of what people would write, and then I also did the reverse. I'm sorry, I lied and pretended that I was a female to check out dudes' profiles.
What?
I had to. I have to write it. I can't look at your profile as a dude.
I think the title
line being straight.
I think the title for this episode is I Pretended I Was a Female. That is a wonderful title.
Yeah, we're doing titles now. That's what we're doing for all of our shows.
I pretended I was a female.
So it's going to be like Scholar and Sinners episode 10.
I pretended I was a female. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had to because I needed to fucking
brother.
research.
I get it.
I was not trying to look for some dangling balls.
Right.
I needed to.
Did you get some dick pics?
No, I did not. Ironically enough, I was not on there long enough. I really just needed to go in and look at like 15, 20 male profiles.
You know, before you go any further, you know what we need, right? We need ladies to be honest, right? Do they want the dick pics or not?
No, they don't.
Do they want
that's not true.
Okay, let's tell the truth.
Here's the deal. Okay, but I come from a skewed viewpoint, okay? Because I've had many a girl ask me for dick pics, and I'm like, bitch, Google me. Like, seriously? There's way better pictures. Google that shit. Like, you can find a plethora of Derrick Pierce penis pics.
Yo,
Derrick
Pierce's penis is like public penis. It's like community penis.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, it's out there.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
I don't burst into a room talking need a dick, got a dick, need a dick. It's selective.
It's selective.
Now there might be a large audience to draw from. But it's still selective.
All right, so maybe community penis is a bad way to describe your boy. But he's definitely
vigorously active.
He definitely has his own headshots.
He does.
He definitely has
No pun
headshots.
intended. I see what you did there.
And
You get a pound for that one, brother.
He's got an
See,
agent.
my penis as a head.
Headshot.
And then a headshot.
Yeah, you know.
And so,
he's got an agent.
hey, I wonder
He has a
what
bank
it
account.
looks like if the photographer's like, show me sad. I want to see sad. Does that mean it's soft?
Does he go like this?
Does that mean he's soft and he just kind of goes, show me interested.
Right?
Show me bewildered.
Confused penis. That's awesome. Yeah. Well,
Back to your profile.
Back to the profile. Right.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think as a general statement, I don't think that there's a man on the planet that should start off with, hi, my name is so-and-so, here's my penis. I don't think it's nearly as impressive to women as it is to us.
But the thing is that once again, since you have millions of girls out there, right, then it's a numbers game. So you can be a complete scumbag because you don't care what this next one thinks.
Yeah, but your dick pic is not going to set you apart.
Your dick pic is not going to set you apart, but
I guarantee you they've seen better looking, bigger, and uglier and everything.
Right.
You know, you're not the extreme to one or the other for the most part.
But so what I mean by this is a numbers game. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter that they've seen bigger and better looking. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is if you catch it at the right time. It's like catching lightning in a bottle, right? You just keep throwing up the shot, Sooner or later it's going to go in, right? Because like realistically, women, in my opinion, right? Women are creatures of mood. Right? If she's in the mood to get a dick pic, she's in the mood. Like, we can't sit here and act like these ladies don't like getting these naked pictures of these dudes.
I'm not saying they don't, but
they're just not in the mood as often as the guy is trying to send it.
No, there has to be a precursor to the activity.
Oh, yeah, no. But that's the question was.
We don't go from, what do you like to do for fun? Here's me jerking off.
Right, no. What I'm saying is that you can set it up. You can set it up. But
how would you set that up to send a woman a dick pic?
Look, man,
I'm curious.
No, before we get into my manual, step-by-step booklet for you to get manual on how to send a dick pic, let's go back, okay? It's like, there's rules to this shit. I made me a manual.
I'm listening.
A step-by-step booklet. That's Biggie, you know that? Never mind, you're not paying attention to me.
No. I have my undivided attention.
What I'm saying here is that since women are creatures of mood, you can set it up. You can have you can entice her to showing her your body. Showing her body. Like, see, once again, I feel as though that if the person is in the mood for sex, then they're going to do something sexual. That's just it. That's just all. I don't even think it's overcomplicated. And when we're talking about, listen, Tinder has 66,628,361. 66 million people on Tinder. Right, Tantan, which I don't know. It
just went up by 3.
It just went up by 3. I don't know what the fuck Tantan is, but it's got 26 million people. Badoo has 18 million. Happen, I don't know what the fuck Happen or Badoo is. 14 million. Bumble, 7 million. Plenty of Fish, 6 million. Grindr, which is the gay app, has 6 million dudes on there. Match.com.
Those are the same 6 million guys that are on Bumble.
Probably. Yeah, they are. I mean, look, Match.com is 5 million. OkCupid is 5 million also. I think what we have here is
OkCupid really doesn't fall into, I don't think it falls into the necessarily like the dating side though.
Well, what we're talking about is that society has changed.
100%.
Right? And in today's date, 49% of American households are single.
Right.
Whereas if we go back 30 years, it was the opposite.
So when I was writing this, here's what I had noticed, and you have the hard numbers there. Mm-hmm. No pun intended with the pick thing.
Hard pick.
See what I did there?
Yeah,
hey, just trying to get ahead. Right. Hey.
Slide in the DMs if you want that dick pic, ladies.
That's right. I promise I will be standing at attention.
I'm just playing.
I'm not. What I noticed was over a longer period of time, and the more people that I had spoken to about it, it stopped being about I'm single and I'm looking for somebody to legitimately speak to, talk to, converse with, get to know, and then go out on dates. It was a game of swipe left, swipe right.
Right.
Especially with something like Tinder, where it's like hot, not,
right.
Not, hot, not. Oh, let me look at this one's profile. Let me see what other pictures they got. Okay, hot. And it turns into something that you do when you literally are watching a commercial on TV.
Exactly. So what happens is these apps really bolster things that are going to, or the things that are temporary, right? Like what I'm saying here is that if I'm only looking at things that are beautiful, it doesn't stay beautiful forever, because in a relationship, over time, things change, right? So you have to discover things outside of the physical that are beautiful about that person. And if you can just pick and pick and pick, I feel as though this is just another example of how our devices have eroded us, have almost de-evolved us socially. Because listen, the internet really got cracking in 1995.
Right. About right.
Right. It really got cracking in 1995. I pulled some more numbers. Match.com is the first dating website. So what we're talking about is a 25-year-old, right? You got to understand, the year 2000 was 20 years ago, right? These individuals are now on these websites, but they've had the internet their entire life, right? Yeah. We're talking about, remember AOL messaging?
Of course. Right? There was something called all the time.
There was something called Yahoo. Really?
AOL?
Yeah, AOL messaging. There was something called word?
Dog, I'm old as shit.
There was something called Yahoo Personals. Like I got all the way in there. Look, OkCupid didn't come around to 2004, and like MySpace didn't get popping until like 2005. The point that I'm trying to make here is that the millennial generation are the ones that grew up with the internet all the time. They didn't discover the internet. The internet was there before them, and these millennials, they don't necessarily communicate in the same manner because the social mores have changed, right? If we were to take these individuals, right, and to have them speak to each other, right, they would feel more, in my opinion, they would probably feel more comfortable speaking to each other through their devices because they have more practice speaking to each other through their devices.
Yes, I don't disagree with that, but inevitably you're going to have to bridge that gap because when you legit go out with somebody, you can't text them from across the table.
No, what? Have we ever seen a restaurant in 2020? There'd be a bunch of motherfuckers sitting around just like this. Like, they're not talking, they're not doing shit. They just,
yes.
They're on Instagram.
It's hard to be present. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the one thing that I would say about things like online dating is there is another way to look at it. It is a way to hone in and fine tune what you're really looking for. And like, for instance, when we were giving Jay a hard time a couple weeks ago about her situation, right? Mm-hmm. So just in general, just as far as dating goes, right? She would be able to fine tune what she's looking for and what she wants to stay away from in her profile.
When Match.com first got started, it had an algorithm that had like 400 questions. Like, bro, that's like the fucking SAT.
Oh, it's worse. And so if you utilize it appropriately, you can thin out the pool to a group that you actually are looking to interact with. Right.
And I think I come down hard on the millennials, right? But realistically, it's about convenience because society has changed and because the way we live our lives has changed. You're not going to date like your grandfather dated or like your grandmother dated. Those days are fucking
had to go out and meet people.
They had to go out and meet people, and they lived in 9 times out of 10 they lived in a very like close community, and you dated your high school sweetheart, and that's who you married, right? This is another reason why like the divorce rates were lower. Like, people are getting married.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
Well, people are getting married later in life now, right? Yes. And people are getting divorced earlier in life now. Yes. Whereas before, people would get married and they might be married until they're like 50 and they'd be like, fuck it, I'm out. This is some dumb shit. Whereas people get married later now because they, in my opinion,
they're living a life.
Well, they're living a life.
So the main reason, this is just my opinion, and I don't know how the numbers stack up, but I would say that in our parents' generation, right, and maybe them before then, before our parents as well, the social construct was get out of high school, get knocked up, or get married, get knocked up, and buy a house and have a family. Right. And then you keep the family unit moving forward because that's what you did. You didn't get a divorce. Dudes just banged their broads on the side, and the wife looked the other way.
Yeah, you had two families, one on this side of town, another one on the other side of town.
And then they kept the household intact, and you dealt with it because that's what the social norm was. Right. If in fact that's what was going on. And then you had people married for 30, 40, 50 years at a time. They didn't realize that there were so many other people that were going through it. They were put into a position where they should look at things as though they're the problem, right? Those women were the problem. they're the reason why their man was going and fucking other girls or
That's true.
whatever, looking for love somewhere else, right? And the dude wasn't trying to get a divorce because he's like, you're side bitch. Like, I'm not getting rid of my family.
But you know, the nuclear family is becoming, we're coming far and far, where there's more distance.
Right, that changed.
Yeah, between what the nuclear family is and what a family looks like in 2020, because like socially we have evolved. Like in all actuality, what online dating has done is this widened the talent pool, so to speak.
Because you can literally meet somebody from anywhere.
From anywhere and just do what you figure it out.
On
from
Tinder,
there.
I think they even have, I don't know how it is on the other ones, but on Tinder, I think they even have a mileage.
So in my research, I discovered that Grindr has a mileage.
Okay.
The gay app will let you know when someone is within
10 feet.
Yeah, within feet of you.
I don't know.
Right?
I was just kidding.
Well, no, it'll let you know. It'll go from miles to feet, right? Because when I pulled up all these statistics, I was like, it's very interesting how that is. And I don't know if it has anything to do with individuals looking for love or individuals looking for interaction. I think there's a huge difference between looking for love and looking for interaction, because interaction doesn't necessarily mean sex. You might just be looking for some companionship. Shut my mouth. Like, you just because you talk to a person, because you compliment a person, because you think a person's beautiful, don't mean that you want to have sex with me. Is that what way it works?
Duh.
Yeah, they're supposed to take them drawers off, huh?
Duh.
Interesting.
Jay owes me.
Jay owes you?
She does.
Then Jay owes me too, then, damn it.
You want to go first?
I'll go first. As
long
long
as
as I'm going first. I'm not going second. I'm not going, not after you. I'm not following that up. Look, I keep trying to tell you this, right? I was great in high school. I was even a great college player, but you went pro. You went pro. There's a difference. There's levels to this shit, and I'm happy with my level. I got a whole bunch of Al Bundy stories. Poke high, 4 touchdowns, 1 game.
Sit on that flowered couch.
Yes.
Stick your hand in your pants after work.
And be like, man, I knocked down 2 cheerleaders at once one time back in Polk High School.
But did you get paid for it?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the difference. That's the difference, man. Gun it.
Listen, I'm really trying hard to stay focused on online dating. Another thing that I noticed, which changed the confines of the dating aspect of things in relation to length of time, right? Meaning starting younger versus starting later, is because people are allowed to sow their wild oats.
Yes. You have
in
more
a relatively non-judgmental activity.
Absolutely.
Such as, I'm just looking to get laid, so don't contact me if you're looking for more. But that's my space right now.
But I think what happens is, right, human beings, we have a chemical called dopamine, right? And dopamine is released in our brains when anytime we feel happy, right? It's the happy drug. And what we're finding is just
kind
like
of
the likes.
Oxytocin kind of guy myself.
Yeah, oxytocin's kind of dope too. But it finds it's the same thing that happens when that heart is touched on Instagram. Is the same thing that happens when a like is touched on Tinder. You get a hit, right? So what ends up happening is that when you receive attention, you may not have any intention of ever meeting this person. It's just an interaction. It feels real. It's not really real, but it's real enough for you at that point. What happens is you have individuals that are just kind of trolling these websites. They're like the fucking troll under the bridge, or the big, the troll thing that grabs all the shit at the bottom of the ocean.
Not really a troll under the bridge.
The shit that drags the shit at the bottom of the ocean. The point I'm trying to make here.
It's called a dredger.
Whatever, man. You watch.
You asked. It's called a dredger.
Okay, the dredger. Shit. Whatever, man. The point that I'm making here is that these individuals are not in it for companionship. They're in it for attention, right?
Yeah.
And this is the reason why you have these ladies and these gentlemen with their shirts off or with the ass sitting on the damn counter, because they never intend to really meet you. They just want someone to talk to them. Or they want someone to admire them, right? Listen, one of the wildest things about Tinder or any of these other shits, Tinder, because I'm now on Tinder, ladies. You can find me there.
So you can slide into his Tinder DMs.
In the DMs whenever you want, ladies. But one of the things that I find really interesting is that when we're talking about meeting people, right, and we're talking about tapping the sending the message, it doesn't always translate. It doesn't always translate into like a real one-to-one meeting. And once you do meet someone, 90% of the shit on their profile is inaccurate, just at best.
I don't know if it's inaccurate. It might be incomplete
or exaggerated.
It might be incomplete.
Flabbergasted.
That has no bearing on what we're talking about.
I'm talking about shit that's not true.
Well, that would be your surprise at the fact that it's not true.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So you could be flabbergasted. Why am I trying to teach you about English? What's wrong with this picture?
I don't know.
Scholar Center.
Yeah, Scholar Center. Yeah.
He's on Tinder.
I'm on Tinder.
That makes me the scholar right now.
Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Well, see, it's interesting, right? It's interesting because Tinder is convenient. That's what it's for. It's 100% convenient.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily take away from a real meeting, like hello, how are you type shit.
It could.
But
Here's what I also noticed when I was doing my research, because I'm a writer.
You're a writer. He's an author.
Bad Boys Guide to Being a Good Man. Derrick Pierce. It's on Amazon. You can get it right now.
One more time.
Bad Boys Guide to Being a Good Man. Derrick Pierce, Volume 1. You can get it on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. What I noticed is when I would go on these dates, I had a particular system that I would be able to elicit and then execute into explain to them what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Now, I know that's for me, it's a little different, but what I noticed was happening is of the 600 or 700 of this 6 or 7 dates that I did go on, more than half of them wanted to fuck me because I do porn.
Right, but that's a great point. I'm so glad you say that because realistically,
it was really hurtful.
Yeah, really hurtful.
It was really hurtful.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that is the sensitive side of this guy. That's awesome. I actually am not surprised that ladies, even people that haven't, or ladies that have never seen your media, have never seen the media created, would like
never seen my media.
Yeah, the ones that haven't seen you backstroking, right? The point that I'm trying to make here is like, I feel like that intrigue would catch a whole bunch of bitches. Like,
it depends on how you pitch it, but that's for everybody, right? Okay, so here's a story about Angel, who's my old roommate, who is actually the reason why I wrote that book, right?
Well, Angel, I know Angel. I know Angel.
Yeah, I know
I love
you do.
Angel.
But
Angel is
so here's the deal.
Special.
Okay, so Angel was the epitome of normalcy, right? 30-something, couple kids, divorced, was not really slick when it was talking to females.
But wonderfully giving guy. That dude would bend over backwards to make some shit happen.
And he had a quality job that he was okay with, but he lived, for the times when he wasn't working, and working facilitated everything else. But so, like, Angel's idea of flirting with a girl at a club was
that awkward stare.
Fucking scary. Like serial killer, because Angel's like 6'2", 6'3", and like 280.
Hefty guy.
He's a big dude, right? And so when he was like, I like you, this turned into a fucking problem because these girls are like, you look psychotic and I'm not talking
Angel
to you.
wasn't very personable.
So when I was explaining to Angel, when you talk to a girl, and at the time he had a very particular job, I said, what do you tell them that you do? And he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, you don't tell them about your job when you guys start talking about stuff? I go, man, I would use what you do as a weigh-in every single time. I would be like, oh, what kind of car do you have? Not because the car mattered, right? Oh, I have a Honda. Cool. You make your payments? Because he was a repo guy.
Yeah, if you don't, I'm coming to get your shit.
And they'd be like, yeah, I make my payments. Be like, I'm going to check your license plate number and make sure your payments are up. Or I'm going to come take your car back. I'm going to give that back to the bank. Don't be. And they'd be like, what? You're not taking my car. That's what I do.
Yeah.
What do? I steal cars for a living.
Yeah.
So that's game, right? But you're a repo dude, and it's cool. It's a cool job. He had great stories, but he didn't know how to deliver them.
No, but that goes to the personality, and I'm glad you bring that up, because what we're talking about, if you
You're really glad today.
Yeah, I'm really glad today, because when you bring things up like that, right, we're talking about individuals that are socially stunted, right?
Right.
The reason why he couldn't figure out the game, first of all, Angel's not a baby. He's not a fucking millennial, right? Sorry, millennials. I just called you guys babies, but he's not. What happens is, in my opinion, oh shit.
You don't worry about the technical shit I'm doing here. You stay focused on the fucking cameras and get the show done.
Hey, man, you can't be doing cool shit over here while I'm trying to talk, man. I get fucked up. You know this. You know this about me.
Did you just see this single track fool go
squirrel? ADHD like a motherfucker.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is,
so much for education.
And in respect to who Angel is, I think that he's an example of many dudes, and they rely on the technology.
And that's why I used Angel as my sounding board and as my muse of sorts, because he is Mr. Middle of the Tracks. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, for me, ladies love to hear that I'm a teacher. They love it. It's because it shows that I'm nurturing, right? And then when we couple the teacher with my personal interests, it's almost like, all right, I'm bad boy enough, but I'm smart enough, right? And what's
I don't think anybody's ever looked at you and said,
"Are you crazy?"
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, girl. You know.
Well, you don't look bad boy.
I'm never ever.
You look like you have an acoustic guitar in your trunk.
Word.
That's what you look like.
Word,
That
acoustic.
I'm gonna.
I
sing
can't even
you a
have. I can't even
sonnet.
plug it. Yes, you gonna get some sonnets out of me, bitch.
See,
You gonna get some sonnets out of me.
Little,
I know.
little haiku action.
Oh, you gonna get some haiku action all day. Yes, you can. I'm a haiku that pussy to death.
Yeah. This is you trying to be a bad boy.
No, that's me being me.
No.
What?
No, you're way too nice.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And your profile should reflect the fact that you're that nice.
It does.
It
I'm a
should.
nice guy. I am Mr. Nice Guy. Until you.
But you shouldn't put it under that verbiage, because that could be put you right into the friend zone.
So,
and I know you're quite familiar with that.
Once again, right? Like, so listen, I went to a
See how
college.
he just skipped right over that.
I
He
sure
didn't
did.
want to fucking acknowledge
I sure
that.
did. Because I went to a college, and at my college, it was
Kept
22 to
in the
1.
friend zone.
This guy is a fucking jerk.
Friend zone. Friend zone. Friend zone.
Listen, I think that it's a really interesting time to be alive for us, because we're too old to be young, but we're also too young to be old, right? We're too old to be the young dudes, but we're too young to be the old motherfuckers, right?
I got you the first time you said
I had to repeat it because you know that was important, okay?
Well, because I have a slight amount of narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy, that shit is what?
Yeah,
that was gold.
No, I'm saying I have a slight a narcolepsy.
Oh, so you have a
activities
neurological
and-
disorder? You
and that I
brain
might
damage.
have missed what you were saying the first time, so
I
obviously
repeated
you
it.
needed to repeat the
You
exact
motherfucking
same
right.
fucking thing.
So what I'm saying here is that, like, right now we're at a different type of, like, economic expression. Like, the cement is dry over here, right? I'm far more of a commodity now than I was when I was 22. Listen, in college, it was 22 to 1, right? So for every one dude, there was 22 girls, right? It didn't matter what you said. You could have said some wild shit like, girl, your ass is fat. She can get mad if she want to. She can get mad. It don't matter. There's 21 other bitches out there, and I can be as misogynistic as I want. And that's literally how Tinder is. That's exactly how it is.
Tinder is exceptionally misogynist?
Well, no. I'm saying I can be misogynist because I'm going to find, like, it depends on what I'm searching for, right? If I'm searching for that one night stand, it's just a matter of time before I get it.
Yeah, but you have to, that's a lot of swiping, man.
What's a lot of swiping? Listen, I should have pulled the numbers on how much time people spend on their phones all day.
I think the average is about 8 to 10 hours.
8 to 10 hours. There's only
think that's
24
the average.
fucking hours in the day. And
Yeah,
you're
I
going to
know.
be sleeping for about 6 of them.
Shit,
so you
I
spend
pull
8 to 10
14-hour
hours.
days on my phone. But I do a lot of work on my phone too.
What I'm saying here is, but how many people are sitting at work, supposed to be concentrating on their job, and they're trying to get off of the hamster wheel, right? Because your job is a hamster wheel. So you want that dopamine. You want that dopamine, whether you want to admit it or not. So then you're on Instagram. And you're double tapping these bitches thinking that they're going to like you for it, or they're going to pay attention to you. When she has 150,000 followers and she doesn't give a fuck about your crusty ass, right?
Well, she does if she liked my shit.
True. Listen, that's another point, right? If you got a girlfriend, don't be out there double tapping and creeping on these other bitches, though.
Fuck that bitch.
Damn
I'm sorry, I said that out loud.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was loud. That's what I'm saying here. That's exactly what I'm saying, is that you can create the character that you want to create with these apps, and that is somewhat problematic because at some point the reality of who you are has to be revealed, right? Like, you can create wherever you want. Catfishing is a phenomenon that started.
Yes, catfishing is a motherfucker.
Is a phenomenon that got started because of what started when dating apps started. Like, motherfuckers was lying about who they were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's easy. It's easy to kind of...
Well, yeah, but inevitably it's going to run its course and you're going to have to be who you really are.
Right, but if you're only in it for the attention, right? If you're someone that grew up on the internet and don't necessarily have social skills, then this might be an
online
extension.
dating, okay, I get that for Instagram and Twitter and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're on a social media app, inevitably you're kind of going to be called on your shit.
Yeah, but...
Because it's a dating app. Like, inevitably somebody's going to be like, when are we going out?
Right, absolutely.
And you can't just ignore everybody.
Right. But okay, so let's say that you're a person that works a lot and you don't have you don't have much of a social life, right? You're just doing your thing. And this is really your only contact. I want to know how many people on these dating apps, their only contact with the opposite sex in any type of interesting manner comes from these apps. These individuals don't even have the skills to figure out how we're going to meet and how we're going to sit down and how we're going to actually do something other than communicate through our phones.
Well, and I have often said that that's a lost art form.
Right.
To have a person-to-person conversation.
And from the guy's perspective, right? the guys are losing the ability of we talked about chivalry before, right? They're losing the ability, but women are also losing the ability to actually recognize when a guy is being chivalrous, or when a guy is being courteous, or when a guy is being a good, he's being a dude.
I've had girls I've gone to walk up to their driver car door and open their door, and they're like, "Are you driving? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "No, it's your car. I'm opening the door for you."
Get your motherfucking ass in the car. That's what you should have said.
Well, that's what I did. I slapped the shit out of her the back of her head.
Damn, go.
Get your motherfucking mind. Get in the damn car.
There you go with the violence. Slapping motherfuckers. There go.
They're not motherfuckers. Well, they might be motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm saying that bitch.
I hope they're motherfuckers, because then we have one more thing in common, because I motherfucker too.
Yeah, here's the thing, right?
What is the thing?
I think that when we're talking about social skills, right? When we're talking about standards, right? I think that the standards are changing, and the way that people are interacting are, of course, changing. And this is going to be a very interesting thing in the next 10 to 15, even 20 years, right? Like we were alive when the internet happened. We weren't born into the internet. So we've been riding this internet wave because we have a marker before the internet and after it. So realistically, the individuals that don't have the skills to have interpersonal conversations, that only communicate through the phones, these are the ones that we're going to have the biggest gap between.
So here's what I want to do, because we are running out of time. And I want to kind of, just since you touched on it, and you can kind of do your own mental checklist. Actually, let's do it this way. What does your we'll call it an ad. What does your ad look like on Tinder, or what are you on? Tinder's
the main one. So I have their pictures that look like headshots, right?
But what does your ad say before we?
My ad says very little.
Okay.
It says very little.
What does it say? My name is Kip with no T.
What are you and your fucking T? You can take that T and listen. It says I have my height, I have my weight. What else? I'm not saying what I do for a living.
Why are you so stuck on weight?
Because listen, I understand that women, like for the women that I've dated, want to know how tall a dude is. Right? Like, what I said. Listen, man, I'm stuck on weight because bitches know when you 5'2", they gonna look at you like you not really a whole man. You kind of just a half a man. You're not a whole man.
You just say Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather.
I'm just saying. Men? Look. I'm just listen. We just talked to one of our partners in the studio, and she's dating this 6'8", 280-pound monster of a man, and the ladies just swooned in here. Swooned. There was some swoon action going.
Okay.
Yes or no?
No, 100%.
Right. So my 6'2" is important.
So what you're saying is,
if I was 5'7", I would fucking lie.
Okay, that was what I was getting at.
And I would wear some cowboy boots.
You're using your height and your weight as an advantage because it makes you somehow more manly than a dude.
It makes me more attractive. Listen, ladies, please put in the comments. So are you dating a 5'2" human being, man? You guys are the same height. He can't reach shit off the top of the refrigerator. Are you dating that little motherfucker? Tell the truth.
So your height and your weight are on your profile.
On my profile.
And what else? Eye color? Just kidding.
No, it says something to the extent that I'm actually looking for a relationship.
Right.
I'm
on
looking
Tinder.
Well, I mean, it would be nice to find someone with a relationship. Yeah. Hey, yo, when I said Tinder, the constituency in the room was like, no, that's some bullshit. That's like for fucking and all kinds of shit. And I was like, well, that's not really what I'm looking for, though.
But
right?
you hella on Tinder, though. Go on. So what else is on
It's been 7 days, asshole.
So now I'm the asshole.
Yes.
You're looking for love on Tinder, but I'm the asshole.
Because it's convenient. Look, man, ladies, I'm looking for love all the time. Why don't you just go ahead and slide in them DMs?
Why? Okay, I want to finish your profile. So what did you write about yourself?
I can pull it up.
More or less. Like, did you cover the fact that you're an educated individual?
I clicked the education box, yes.
So you did not accentuate the fact that you are extremely educated.
That I'm smart.
Well, let's not confuse education with smart.
I'm smart than a motherfucker.
I didn't say you weren't, but you feel something.
Oh, I said I had no kids. I got no kids. Yeah. It says I'm looking to hang out.
Yeah.
The goal is a long-term relationship, but let's hang out and see what happens. That's what it says.
Oh my God, that's fucking pathetic.
Bro, see,
that's fucking pathetic.
I don't okay, well, help me out. You're the guru. Shit.
Because listen, we have two ladies in here, and just by a nod of the head, how original is that? It's not original, right? I mean, that's what everybody's fucking profile says.
You want me to write some fucking Faulkner What do you want me to do? You
what
want me to write some fucking Hemingway?
Do you remember when we were on?
Listen,
do you remember when we were on the red carpet and that blonde chick said something because she was getting her master's degree?
Oh, she was getting a doctorate.
Excuse me. And she said something, pussy. And then you answered with who the person was.
Yes, we were extending,
and her eyes lit up like two fucking stars,
right.
And then you saw some stars, and I thought you guys were going to get married on the red carpet.
Yeah, we could have. You
dig what I'm saying?
I think her vagina was liking me.
Do you dig what I'm saying?
But here's the point, right? If I'm casting a wide net here.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
But say, well, we should meet up and see what happens. It's the same as you might want to suck my dick. I don't know, but
back to my original philosophy, right? If there are 66,628,361 people on Tinder, how many of them have vaginas?
Kip, you're missing your mark.
I'm missing my mark?
You're missing your mark.
Well, listen.
Mm-hmm. Everybody in this world is amazing at 5% of something.
It does say I'm a teacher on
Let me finish. Everybody is amazing at 5% of something in their life, right? That means at 95% you might be mediocre at something, but at 5% you're fucking amazing at.
I'm amazing at everything I do.
You're not amazing at listening. That's fucking obvious. Okay. And the reason why I say that is your shine, and you are not using that to shine.
Fellas, I hope you're paying attention to this shit, because he just gave you some game for free. The game was to be sold, not told, and he just gave you that.
By the way, it's on Amazon. Derrick Pierce.
There you go. The game was to be sold, not told.
Bad Boy's Guide to Being a Good Man, Volume 1.
I didn't even get to my stats, man. It says
I hear you, but I'm just saying, if you already, hit them with what you're amazing at and what you're working with, that already now cuts all of the bullshit.
Right.
Out of normal girls who are not going to know what the fuck you're talking about.
But see, the problem is I feel like I could use that same information for the dark side. Right? What I mean by it is like...
So now you see what's really happening. Yeah, what's really happening is, listen, I really want you to suck my dick. But if a relationship involves from after you swallowing
what I'm
me,
saying here,
then that's okay too.
So, but think about it this way, right? When you said when you're amazing at shit, right? You just use the shit. I'm sorry, I'm just playing your voice right now.
I don't know that's why I sound that way, but okay, go ahead.
Use the shit that you're amazing at, and then you can cast your net and get the bitch that you want. Look, man, listen. I could find that slutty chick that is going to give it to me on the first meeting. Right? It's 100% possible, right? Yeah. And I think that if we're talking about what we want, by your same logic, I can just be patient enough and I'm going to get what the fuck I want. Yeah,
but you're not really utilizing...
Yes, you can. He was like, I have a large penis. And...
But you're not utilizing it for what you said you are.
And
you said, I'm looking for a relationship.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
In the meantime, I'll fuck my way to the middle.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm celibate. I feel like you have a drive, and I'm taking that drive and I'm pointing it towards something greater. Ladies and gentlemen, my focus is different. It would be nice to have a companion. Like I said, I want to be sitting on a beach with a bad bitch, holding hands with a drink with an umbrella in it. Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound fly?
It does. Yeah. And what I'm telling you is that if you're really looking for the woman that you say that you're looking for, then you'll stop casting such a wide net and start looking for tuna instead of fucking mackerel.
That is a wonderful point, right? Because then I'm trolling. Or what did you say? What's the word did you use?
Well, dredging is picking up from the bottom. But you can troll.
Yeah, because I don't want that fucking sea crab.
Trolling is the correct terminology if you're fishing.
You ever see that TV show when they pull up the crabs off the ocean on the bottom? What's that show with the white people out there in the ocean? And you know what I'm talking about, right? It used to come on Discovery. Deadly. You knew that shit. I'm not trying to get those ugly ass crabs. No, man, no. Crabs.
Awesome. Why did you go to crabs?
Especially since we're talking about dating. Sweet. STDs are out there too, y'all.
Oh my God.
Yes, they are. They exist. They're real.
Listen, I'm going to close it out with this. Pay attention to the pictures that you guys use on your profiles. Pay attention to what you write. Don't use general terms. Find something that expresses you in a short but exact 2 or 3 sentences, and then you can write a couple other things about the things that you dig. Stay away from bathroom selfies because they're unoriginal and altogether just fucking generic. They don't mean anything. Stay away from shit that tries to show you in a light that you're not really what you're trying to portray, because inevitably you will stop being able to live on borrowed time and borrow pictures, and you'll have to account for those things that you're trying to portray yourself to be.
And you know what, D? I'm going to update my shit, and then we're going to come back and see. Like, I've gotten some attention. It's only been like 7 days, and I've gotten some attention now, you know.
I bet you the quality of the attention you'll get would be better if you rewrote your stuff.
We're going to try it.
We're reflect who you really are.
We're going to try that because I'm a handsome motherfucker.
I wouldn't go that fucking far.
I'm handsome.
I'll give you intelligent.
I am handsome. My mom says I'm handsome. Yeah, she never lied to me, ever. Well, on that note,
she obviously lied to you because she told you were her favorite son too.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It doesn't cost you a fucking thing to like, to comment, and to subscribe.
Kip, where can they listen to the show at?
You can find us on YouTube
and
Spotify
and
Instagram Live
and
what was the other shit?
iTunes
and
All Access Broadcasting.
That's right. We on All Access Broadcasting.
And now, new and improved, we also have our Instagram account, which is
Scholar and Sinner.
That's it. It's really simple. Scholar and Sinner. So come on, follow us. Take a look at things that are going on. Leave comments. We will answer every single one of them in their entirety, unless they're stupid, and then I'm gonna fucking delete them. It's just that simple. Okay. But we appreciate you guys joining us.
Absolutely.
Enjoy. This is Derrick Pierce.
It's Kip. Love.
Have a good one.